All right, you're a busy guy in your 30s, 40s, and even 50s. You're running a business, you're grinding your 9 to 5, you're raising kids, you're managing teams, you're putting out fires, and let's be honest, life is hectic. And it's not that you don't want to get in shape. It's just that the typical fitness advice doesn't fit your schedule, your lifestyle, or your priorities. That is exactly why I made this. This is the exact, no fluff, step by step blueprint I use to help high performing, time strapped men lose fat every single week without starving themselves, obsessing over food, or living in the gym. Let's walk through it together. And I promise by the end of this, you'll realize how simple and doable this can be. All right, let's start with the truth. Fat loss isn't complicated. It's not some biohack. It's not magic. It's not your hormones holding you back. And it's not your age. It's math. You lose fat when you're in a calorie deficit. That means you're eating fewer calories than your body burns in a day. That's it. 1 pound of fat equals about 3,500 calories. So, if you eat 600 fewer calories per day than your body needs, you will lose 1 pound per week. That's sustainable, that's realistic, and that's what works. All right, no juice cleanses, no cutting out carbs, and no skipping dinners. And if you're in my one on one coaching, I already calculate this number for you based on your stats, your goals, your activity, and even how much you're sleeping. It's tailored from day one. All right. So, how do you find this number? Okay. You need to figure out your maintenance calories, the amount of calories your body needs to stay exactly where it is right now. To do that, you go to tdeecalculator.net. I'll have this in the description. You plug in your age, your height, your weight, your gender, your activity level, and if you know your body fat percentage, you put that in there too. And it spits out a number. Let's say it spits out 2,600 calories per day. That's your stay the same number, your maintenance. Now you take that number, subtract 600 from it, and now you've got 2,000, and that is your fat loss target. This number becomes your blueprint, your North Star. All right. And look, if you're a client, I give you this number. I adjust it, I monitor it so you don't have to lift a finger. All right. You just follow the plan. All right. Now, how do we actually eat in a way that supports this? The key is to eat like a high performer, not like a broke college kid on a crash diet. We're talking about nutrient dense meals, not rabbit food. And here is where it starts. All right. Protein is king. If you're under 200 pounds, you have to eat your current body weight in grams of protein. So let's say you weigh 180 pounds. You aim to eat 180 grams of protein per day. And if you're over 200 pounds, you use your goal body weight in grams of protein. Let's say your goal is 180. Eat 108 grams a day. Why? Because protein keeps you full, it supports muscle, and it makes fat loss way easier. Then what you do is you build your meals around fiber-rich veggies and healthy fats like olive oils, nuts, and avocados. But with these fats, you have to be careful because they're high in calories. Okay, be careful of serving sizes. And yes, some quality carbs like rice, fruit, and potatoes are good. And the best part is we follow flexible eating, which is basically the 80-20 rule. 80% of your foods should come from whole, nutritious meals, and 20% can be flexible, things like burgers, wine, tacos, and desserts. So let me give you an example. Let's say you eat 2,300 calories a day for fat loss. 80% of those calories, which is 1,840, needs to be whole foods. And 20%, which is 460 calories per day, can be junk. Or you can do the 80% of your meals whole foods and 20% junk. For example, one out of every five meals can be junk. Because let's face it, this has to work when you're at a birthday dinner or at the bar with your coworkers. It's not clean eating or nothing. And in my coaching, we build this around your lifestyle, your taste buds, your schedule. I'll even factor in travel and late night meetings and family nights. All right, now let's talk movement. And this might surprise you because you don't need to train like a bodybuilder to get lean. All right, what you do need is intentional movement. Start by getting 30 minutes a day of activity. This can be walking, biking, chasing your kid around, walking your dog, whatever works. Then add strength training 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, this is where the magic happens. This is where you build muscle. And why muscle? Because muscle boosts your metabolism and it protects your body and it makes you look way better and feel way better. And no, you don't need to kill yourself with heavy deadlifts or 2 hour gym marathons. Inside my program, you get full weekly training plans, warm ups, reps, rest, everything you need. delivered right to your app. Whether you're training from home or at the gym, I've got you covered. And let me tell you where I went wrong before I figured everything out. Okay, these are the mistakes. First mistake is I used to obsess over how many calories I burned in a workout. Apple Watch said I burned 600. Cool. I would eat a burger, right? Wrong. Next mistake is I used to guess my portion sizes, and spoiler, I was way off. So don't do that. Third is I thought I had to be perfect every single day. That just made me spiral when I had one meal off. And none of this stuff worked. All right. What finally worked was structure, simplicity, real tracking, and real consistency. And that is why my clients don't just start, they finish because we built something that fits in real life. Now, here are some tools that will make this effortless. First is you want to track your food at MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. It'll take less than 5 minutes a day once you're used to it. And if you're in my program, I give you my app. Second is you want a food skill to use. You want to use it for a few weeks, not forever. It'll change the game. It'll teach you portion sizes and you won't even need it. Third thing is the optional is a fitness tracker to monitor your steps. It's helpful but not essential. And inside my coaching, I'll walk you through exactly how to use each and every one of these without obsessing. No perfection, just clarity and control. Now, let's talk about real life results. My client Calvin here lost 43 pounds in 16 weeks. He didn't give up carbs. He didn't run miles a day. He stuck to habits we built together. He trained, he tracked, and he stayed locked in. He put in real effort, real consistency, and he got real results. Lisa, right here on the right, down 30 pounds in the same time frame. She built a routine she can actually maintain mentally, physically, emotionally. She stopped starting over and finally felt proud of how she looked and felt. And look, these guys, they're not outliers. They just followed the system and they got guaranteed results. So here is your game plan. So take out notes and write this down. First, calculate your TDEE calculator. That's your maintenance calories. Step number two, subtract 600 from that. And that's your daily fat loss target. Step number three, track your food, hit your protein, and aim to stay consistent. Step number four, strength train 3 to 4 times a week and move your body daily. Step number five, be consistent. Not perfect, consistent. And if you're sitting here thinking, I've tried this before, I know what to do, I just never stick with it. That is where I come in. In my program, we take all of this and we apply it to you, your schedule, your preferences, and your goals. Just a clear plan, real accountability, full support, and guaranteed results. And the best of all, you don't have to figure this out on your own anymore. All right, let's build your transformation and make it the last time you ever need to start over. And I want to leave you guys with this quote: consistency is the secret ingredient to achieving your weight loss goals.